on the campus of Lawrence University, home of the Vikings. It's a Green Bay Glory playing host to CZARNI JASLO, Chicago. Into the 28th minute of this one, just underway. 0-0. Glad you could join us today, this afternoon, a beautiful afternoon. And there was a good service into the box, but denied by the Glory. And now Chicago in control. 64 degrees at kickoff. See the sun shining out and about at Lawrence University, home of the Vikings. About 32 miles south of Green Bay. Just had to hit Interstate 41. Travel down from the City of Champions. They're used to championships around this area. Some of the names like Favre and Starr, Rodgers. But we've got a different type of football. We've got the purest form of football this afternoon between the Green Bay Glory and CZARNI JASLO, Chicago. JASLO in the black uniforms and the Glory in the white. Glad to have you on the National Soccer Network this afternoon. I'm John Natale. Always a pleasure to be welcomed into new leagues, the Midwest Premier League. Your starters on the pitch for CZARNI were Marcin Seplinski, number 3, Alan Jacinto, number 4, Jair Duenas, number 6, Salvador Garcia, number 7, Alex Marquez, number 9, Augustine Chavez Jr., 11, Paul Urban, 13, David Peters, 16, Eduardo Gomez, number 23, Santos Contreras, and in the goal, number 99, Jalen Deppenbrock, led by head coach Mac Orlowski. Now to the 18. Just missed it, and that's going to be flicked back by the Glory. Now they on the counter to the far side. Tangled up, and that'll stay with the Glory. For the Glory on the pitch, it's Abdisamad Muhammad, Kevin Ramirez, number 7, Josh Johansson, number 8, Osvaldo Ramirez, number 9, Kevin Sosa, number 10, Eli Dietzel, number 11, Will Mested, number 12, Edgar Heredia, 16, number 17, Elliot Bordini, number 30, Hakan Utesh in goal for the Glory, number 31, Rodolfo Junior Ramirez, the starting 11 for your Green Bay Glory. And now they have an opportunity, and they're attacking third. Head coach by Karagios Saris and Patrick Berter. Giosaris, not just the coach, the owner, founder, also a player on the women's team. Have a player down. I think that was Heredia in there, and Augustine Chavez Jr. a little shaken up on that one. A free kick from about 41 yards out. And I say 41. I know that's on the 31-yard line, but the goalpost 10 yards back, just like the goalposts in football. And here it comes into the box. Good service. And just wide of the net. Good entry ball from number 17. Fatos Redzepi. See number 23 there, Ben Obernick. This ball played back. And in trouble, pressure. And Utesh comes out. Ball sailed to the left side. And now on the counter. Just looking for help. That'll be played back. And some pressure up front. Trying to turn. Good speed. And counter, but still with it. Good footwork. That's going to be a foul. And the pressure continues. It's number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez, applying the pressure in the pink cleats. He'll play it back to Deppenbrock, and now he'll play to the far side and out to near side. That ball sent forward. Little heavy, no one home.
Our striker sponsors this season are Hertz, Simply Carry Coaching and Consulting, the Zacek family.
Tried to split the defense. Was Omernick, couldn't do it. And another player down. I believe that was Omernick. Probably caught a cleat somewhere. Lawrence University, home of the Vikings. Midwest Premier League action. Not just the home opener, but the season opener for the Green Bay Glory. They couldn't ask for better conditions on this pitch this afternoon. 3 p.m. Central Time start, 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Now in danger, had to clear it quickly, was Utesh. But now on the counter, just outside the 18, shot on goal, and just sailed it over the crossbar. That happened extremely quickly for Jaslo. It'll be a goal kick.
Our substitution sponsor.
Ball sent in challenged.
He makes the substitution.
And now towards near side.
Gets credit for its subs, as in sub-privileges.
This ball played back. And now forward they come. Now to the near side. That was Muhammad, lost it on the bad pass, and now Chicago will counter the other way. This ball scrambled. Now to the feet of Contreras. Contreras plays it all the way back. That's Gomez, number 16. Salvador Garcia closest to us, number 6. See number 16, Edgar Heredia. For Green Bay. And an early substitution for the Glory. Didn't quite see the number on who came on, but once we find that out, we'll let you know. Into the 26th minute. It's number 11, Eli Dietzel. The long throw. headed out. But the Glory maintains control. The Glory in their black kits, and it's really refreshing to see that the kits that were made, that there's actually meaning behind them rather than the salesman came in and say, hey, look what I have. You're going to be the only team that wears this. But they chose wisely, did Coach Gio Karras.
Okay, we've got some Jersey Mike subs.
Giosaurus, I apologize. But the black kit is the balance kit, features scales of justice, symbolizing the mission to balance life and sport. And Giosaurus, with all the different things she does, along with her entrepreneurship, definitely call her not just head coach, but a life coach as well. Teaching those necessities both on and off the pitch. So Giosaurus, with nephews on the team, sister also involved on the promotion side. Here comes Chicago the other way, and that ball will go out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Glory. Happy to be with you. Lawrence University, home of the Vikings in Appleton, Wisconsin. Green Bay is actually from Green Bay. Played some of their soccer at University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, home of the Phoenix. Then moved around a little bit, and they found this spot here, and it's been a great relationship between Lawrence and Green Bay Glory. Now they'll try to move forward. It's to the outside. That's Cooper Ree, number 97.
Substitutions for CZARNI Jaslo. Jersey Mike subs. Is number 8.
Dietzel throws it back. And that's Muhammad, plays it forward. Good ball in space, inside the box. Can he get it one touch? No, but diving save. Looking for a whistle. Ref wasn't interested. And Deppenbrock had to come up quickly to stop that attack. And Chicago hasn't had much offensive opportunity yet so far. That's been the Glory up inside their attacking third the majority of this first 29 minutes. Jacinto plays it across, now back to Deppenbrock. Now midfield. Gomez lost it, and now on the turnover, can the Glory capitalize? They'll play another ball forward. Directly in the middle, now to the outside. Dietzel. Ball got lost, and it's going to be a counter opportunity for Chicago if they can clear. Trying to get to the far side, they do. That ball poked away. And it'll stay with Chicago.
Other sponsors we wish to recognize.
Maybe about the origin of CZARNI JASLO, Chicago, Jaslo, Poland. The origin country for this club, led by Coach Mac Orlowski. Deep heritage with soccer and just a community-driven base that these teams do. Muhammad comes away with it, gets it into the middle, some pressure. Ball still loose. Ended up at the feet of Jair Duenas, number 4, but we have a player down. '31st minute, tied at 0. Opening game, at least in league play for the Green Bay Glory. They were in the first round of the USSA Amateur Cup. But they did fall 4-1 to the United Serbian Soccer Club. That was last Saturday, the 26th, at United Serbian SC Fields in Milwaukee. That tournament comprised of 24 teams. And in round 2, they'll go down to 12. But the Midwest Premier League was well represented, 11 teams out of the 24. And the women's team is also registered for that tournament. When you look at the logo of the Glory, you can see the representation of both the men's and women's teams. And it's just a fantastic story overall. That ball into the box. But it'll roll out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick for the Glory. Fairly new now in their 6th season. It was co-founded by Carrie Kosaris and Melissa Cruz-Quaney, both former teammates. And then they brought in another teammate of theirs, Bree Rozacek. And they've expanded the opportunities on both the men's and women's side for the Glory. The men's team only in their third year, founded in 2023 by Carrie's son, Elliot Bordini. And Elliot, a player on this Glory team. He's got the start today, number 17. Chicago working backwards. Still pressure. There's Bordini in your screen right there, number 17. No, that's I'm sorry. Little blurry. But number 17, Elliot Bordini, is out there in the starting lineup today.
Fans be sure to get autographs from the Glory players right after today's game.
On the attack, service into the middle, but deflected nicely by the Glory. Now can they counter? So we approach the 34th minute. Ball played to the far side. Muhammad, now closest to us. It's Dietzel. Plays it ahead. And Ree. So we're going to have a foul and a yellow. So in the 34th minute, yellow issued to number 23, Santos Contreras. And that'll be the first yellow of the match in the 33rd minute. Give it to Contreras, number 23. So the Glory will set this up and they'll try it again. And from that shot right there, I want to note a very, very considerable difference. Is you see all the neon green vests for the substitutions for the Glory, and you do not see that many on the opposite side for Chicago. So we'll see how that plays out. Will the cardio be there in the second half for 45 minutes? Dietzel plays it forward. It gets nowhere, but he tries to attack there, but stolen away was Michael Maconese, number 18, who's into the match now. That's right. Zeppi was trying to get footwork, but lost it. Out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for the Glory as we approach the 36th minute. Still tied at 0. There's an opportunity, but good anticipation from Deppenbrock. The to get that away. Trying to counter. On the turn, both players fell. It'll be a foul. And will we have a yellow? Just a stern talking to. Lots of bodies have hit the turf this afternoon. They pop right back up. Now just trying to find an offensive rhythm is Chicago. Into the box, but easily taken by Utesh. Thought about throwing it out, but it looks like he's going to put it on his right boot and send it away. He does. To the far side. And it was headed by Chicago, but it's going to go with Green Bay. One thing for Green Bay, they really want to thank their uniform sponsors, Renning, Lewis, and Lacey, which would have been their longest standing supporters since the beginning of the Glory back in that 2019 season. And they are on the chest of these black uniforms. And just wonderful support from Renning, Lewis, and Lacey. That's Muhammad. Tried to play it, but he got stripped away. And now on the counter. Into the middle. Back to Gomez. Looking for help. Trying to turn. He does. He'll play it to the outside to Fiat. All the way back to Jacinto, and they're going to switch fields. About mid. Now to the far side. A run. Two defenders there inside the box and cleared out from Utesh. Probably would have been a corner, but could anticipate to Utesh to get that out. And maybe he didn't save it, so he did not. So it will be a corner from the far side. And let's see if Chicago can do anything with this in the 39th minute.
Substitution for the Glory. It is number 23, Ben Omernick. And out is number 8, Joshua Johansson.
Ben Omernick comes in for number 8, Josh Johansson. Johansson plays for the University of Wisconsin Green Bay Phoenix on the men's soccer squad. There'll be another corner in the 39th minute. Sent in, far post. Batted around. Still inside the box. Someone tried to bicycle. I don't know if they seem to be on their backside when they did that, but ball still in the box. Sent in, head ball. Couldn't get anything on it. And Utesh was there.
Taken by
40th minute, still tied at 0. Who's going to get that go-ahead goal? Will it be 0-0 going into half, or will someone get an early advantage here in the season opener for the Green Bay Glory at Lawrence University, in addition to their home opener? This ball played to the far side, still at the feet. That's Ree in the box trying to work. And it's going to be a corner. Near side for the Glory. So an opportunity here for the boys in black to see if they can't get on the scoreboard early. See the win blowing towards that goal. Line drive. Headed out, and we're going to redo this on the other side.
action results in another corner kick, this time from the opposite side.
Can hear through our PA announcer, corner kicks and substitutions brought to you by Jersey Mike's, fueling the players. It's their official food sponsor. Keeping them fueled before and after competition. Far backside post.
Goal kick.
And it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go for a goal kick.
CZARNI JASLO.
Jersey Mike's locations all across the country, dedicated to helping athletes perform their best through fresh, quality meats and meals. Fresh veggies. The secret is the 3 drops of the oil and vinegar solution. I believe they train with that. They actually put a pan down, and you have to do it specifically, and there's actually a line to do the proper toss. Whatever you want to shake, toss, whatever you want to call it. But they are delicious, both grilled, cold cuts, and a favorite of mine because I am an East Coaster. Even though I consider Cleveland home, was born in Secaucus, close to Seaside, where they have a bunch of that stuff, and that's pretty much where Jersey Mike's was originated from. So kudos to them. Do lots of charity work throughout the year. One of the best in the business at doing that. Here comes a counter from Chicago. Just outside the 18. Into the box. Didn't get much on it. In the 43rd minute. A couple players went down, a couple loose balls. We'll see how much time our lead referee puts back on for added time. This ball ahead, but still in possession. Now a run for the Glory, and Deppenbach was there. Good through ball, but Deppenbach was there to meet it and fell on it as we approach the 44th minute. Still tied at 0 on the campus of Lawrence University, home of the Vikings, Appleton, Wisconsin. Midwest Premier League action on the National Soccer Network. Find us on YouTube, Roku. Highlights on Twitter. Trying to get into the middle. And now to the far side as we approach the 44th minute. This ball sent in. Cleared out. 50-50. And just out of the reach. So that'll go Chicago way. Little scrum on the side. Still fighting. That ball chipped away to the feet of Chicago. And let's see if any team's going to be ultra aggressive here in the final laning minutes. That's Fiat. What can he do with it? Plays it back. I'm sure both these teams would be happy 0-0. But can someone get a run close to the end? On the throw far side, now into the middle. Good through ball. And that's an excellent ball to the near side. Tried to go into the middle, was bothered by a gaggle of Glory defenders. This ball played all the way back. And some speed, but Deppenbach there to clear it as we're in added time. Still in the middle. Now we're at midfield. Tried to get a run from the two forwards, but nobody home. It's McAnise. Plays it back into the middle. Tried to split the defender, still at his foot with the right, takes a shot. And it's going to be a corner. So a very late opportunity for CZARNI JASLO in added time. Can they put one in these waning seconds? Going to the locker room with a 1-0 advantage over the hometown glory. Here it comes, back post. And that was, it was headed nicely just wide of the upper crossbar towards that left upper 90. And that'll do it for the end of the first half. 45 minutes of soccer in the book. The Green Bay Glory and CZARNI JASLO Chicago tied at 0. Home opener and season opener for the Glory, and CZARNI trying to see if they can even their mark to 1-1 on this early season. We're going to go to halftime. We'll come back with the second half right here on the National Soccer Network.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, one-on-one. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Soccer down by the end line. Pushes across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, one-on-one. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball, and that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business. In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Back on the campus of Lawrence University, home of the Vikings in Appleton, Wisconsin. Midwest Premier League on National Soccer Network. The Green Bay Glory playing host to CZARNI JASLO Chicago. After a scoreless first half, we'll switch fields. That'll be Chicago in your screen right there. And the Glory will take matters into their own hands on the opposite side of the pitch. Beautiful conditions in Appleton this afternoon. 64 degrees at kickoff. Winds just out of the northwest, 12 miles per hour. So the conditions just absolutely beautiful. Our referees have done a good job so far. Just one yellow card issued to Santos Contreras, number 23 of CZARNI, in the 33rd minute. It's been the only egregious foul that we've seen in this match so far. As we get underway for second half of Midwest Premier League Soccer right here on the National Soccer Network. Like what you're seeing? Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Matches all across the country, League for Clubs, NPSL, WPSL, APSL, MPSL. You name it, we've got it on the National Soccer Network. Contact information if it's your club, team, organization that'd like to get involved on how you can get your game streamed. Reach out to us. We'll find a solution. We probably have one already, and we can enhance it with broadcasting, graphics, all that good stuff to help out your broadcasters, to help the promotion of your players, your coaches, your teams, your community. We can do all that for you on the National Soccer Network. Right now, We have the Green Bay Glory and CZARNI JASLO, Chicago. Glory controls the second half kick. And we're underway for the final 45 minutes. Will a point be awarded, or will there be 3? These teams will talk amongst each other for the next 45 to see which one gets either a point, if both, or maybe 3 for a lone winner. But someone's got to crack the seal first. Who's going to get that opening goal? Chicago just breaking through defenders. Sent it into the middle, but nobody home. Deflected out nicely from the Glory. Now they're trying to clear. That ball kicked out. It'll stay on a throw-in on the far side for the Glory. Now it's some pace to the outside, into the middle, just outside the 18, now inside the 18. Not out of trouble, looking for help. Splits the defense, now to the outside, service into the middle. And just a missed opportunity there. You can see the hands on the head. That ball was close. And wanted some players forward. They weren't home. So it'll be a goal kick by starting keeper Jalen Deppenbrock. Played a solid first half of soccer, but so did his counterpart, Akan Utesh, for the Glory. There haven't been many too real threatening scoring opportunities. There have been shots. Player down, and we'll have a free kick just outside of the midline. I know that the Glory want to give a big shout out to Western Racket, the fitness and recovery sponsor of the Glory. They provide their players access premier training, wellness, recovery facilities, helping their athletes stay strong, healthy, and ready for every match. Western Racket, fitness and recovery. It's always beneficial to get on the. There's a shot that was deflected from far out, trying to fight back for it. Chicago ends up away with it. Now back to the feet. And ball just a little bit too heavy. Again, these forwards and attacking mids for the Glory want that ball at their feet. Just haven't had that string of touches yet to get it to where they need to be to get a great shot. Chicago on the far side. They'll play it ahead. Through ball, headed out. But back to the feet of Chicago. With a run. Good counter defense from the Glory, but stays with the Chicago attacker. Still at his feet. See number 2, Marcin Slaplinski in your screen there for Chicago. A miss hit, and now Chicago comes away with it. That's Duenas. Playing two-man soccer with Garcia. They'll play it all the way back, now to the midline, just in front of it. Zaplinski in space. Plays it forward, but good defense. Chop it away. And Utesh will play it outside. Still getting pressure from Chicago. And right to the feet of McAnese. He falls to the ground. And another stern talking to. It's Thomas Gioceris.
kick at that.
From about 30 yards out and sails it over the crossbar.
Garcia over the top. Goal kick.
In the 18, shot deflected and now cleared. Headed back. Trying to set up shop. That's Kevin Sosa, number 10. But back to the feet of Chicago. 52nd minute. This ball out, so we're going to have a corner. First service opportunity for Chicago in this half. Sends it in. Far post. Headed out, but still at the feet of Chicago, trying to get a shot. Gomez tried it, was deflected. Now to the outside, trying to reset. Outside the 18. Now inside the 18. Good defense to knock it away, but it'll be another corner.
Alex Marquez from the corner.
Comes in near post. And deflected out once again. This will be a throw-in, near side. Big body there, and there's going to be a whistle. That was a big collision. Right outside of the end zone on that Lawrence logo. So this will be a free kick. To the box, outside, left foot deflected, didn't get enough on it. We're to 25, sent in, deflected away. And no foul called, play on, says the ref. Or he does not, so we do have a whistle. Player down, went down hard. Everybody kept moving, did not hear the whistle. And the Glory getting lippy with their own players. Probably wanted a yellow, didn't get it. That's Osvaldo Ramirez. And wisely walks away. And players just need to calm down here. No call. Can understand the frustration. Good sportsmanship from Salvador Garcia to come back. Rodolfo Ramirez still chatting with our referee. And they gave it to Chicago, so you can see why there was so much discussion from the Glory. This ball sent in to the 18 on the far side, nobody home. Ball popped up. Good pressure from the Glory on the counter. Again with pace, but tripped up, and there'll be a foul there as both players a little slow getting up. That was Duenas, number 4 for Chicago. And Ramirez, number 31 for Green Bay. Good ball ahead. Can he break the defenders inside the 18? Opportunity. And still in play for the Glory. They have numbers. Trying to generate outside the 18 now. And a foul going the other way. This ball played to the far side. Tried to flick it in forward. Deflected. Both bodies go after it. And that'll be a throw-in for Green Bay. 58th minute so far in a scoreless match here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Lawrence University, home of the Vikings. Beautiful conditions. The only thing that make this better for each club if they get that opening goal on the board to make it 1-0. Now an opportunity. Into the box. Shot on goal, and there it is. John Stradamus comes to life just seconds after, looking for the opening goal. It's the Glory. Now an opportunity. Who put it on the board. Into the box. Shot on goal, and there it is. I believe that was number 9 as Valdo Ramirez who put it in the back of the net. We'll get back to our replay center in Michigan to confirm that. But on the quick move, and then a beautiful assist on the cross to the opposite side of the net. The Glory able to put it in for the opening goal, 1-0 in the 59th minute. So Chicago going to look for the equalizer. They haven't had that many offensive opportunities. Utesh has done a good job in goal. The defense collapses very well on that back line for the Glory. That's number 9 is Valdo Ramirez. I believe that's who scored that goal for the Glory. We'll double check on that. Make sure we give credit where credit is due on a beautiful soccer play in the 59th minute. On a long counter. Far side into the box. Opportunity for Chicago. Little jab step. Does it again. Trying to turn. Can't do it. Has to play it back. Now to our side. Shot on goal. Deflected. That's going to be a corner. Marquez had a good rip at it, number 7. But it was deflected, and it'll be a corner on the near side for Chicago. Player down, looks like cramping. Helped up by his teammate, and we'll get underway. So here it comes. Low liner headed out, and it'll be another corner. On the ground again, and this ball popped out, and this will probably be a throw-in on the far near side towards us, down in the corner. Right back to the 15. That ball sent in, little chip shot, no harm done. Now to the other side. Green Bay collects, they'll reset. Looking to turn now to our side. Oh, tripped up. Jacinto got a lot of Edgar Heredia. And looks like a yellow card was issued to Heredia. So the second yellow in the 63rd minute to Alan Jacinto. So now that's 2 yellows on Chicago. And we have confirmation it was Osvaldo Ramirez on the assist to the partner, Edgar Heredia, on the goal. So number 9 and number 16 to get that opening goal in the 59th minute. That's a good start to the 2025 campaign for number 16, but also from his teammate, number 9. So they get the first points of the season for the Green Bay Glory in this 2025 season. It's Giasaris. And that is number 24, Dominic Lagona, into the match now. So we approach the 66th minute. Took 59 minutes to see the ball go in the back of the net. It came courtesy of the Green Bay Glory. As Valdo Ramirez got to his teammate Edgar Heredia on the backside of the net, put it in to make this 1-0. And Chicago still has yet to really provide any true offensive threat. And a yellow is going to be issued to Edgar Heredia on a delay of game. Took that ball and just like the NBA, threw it down, threw it backwards. So Heredia picks up the Glory's first yellow in the 66th minute. Player down, so a foul the other way. '67th minute, opening season match in league play for the Green Bay Glory. Second of the season for both of these clubs, but in different styles. I mentioned earlier that the Green Bay Glory participated in the USA SA Amateur Cup and lost their opening round match 4-1 to United Serbian Soccer Club. That was back on Saturday the 26th. But the Midwest Premier League sending 11 teams of the 24 to that tournament in Region 2. We had one of those matches the other night. Michigan Stars U23 against Imlay City FC. And what could have easily been a double-digit win for Michigan Stars. It ended up being 7-1, but magnificent play from the team from Washington Township, Michigan, just north of Detroit. This ball played ahead, headed back nicely from the Glory. And now they'll try to counter, see if they can't get two, make this really difficult. With pace, trying to split the defense, has help. Far side, but good defense. Jacinto there, not giving up. Had to face two attackers. But able to get in the middle and knock that ball away. Now on the counter. Through ball. Poked away. That's Gomez. Looking for help. He'll play it to the wing. And tripped up was Zaplinski. So ready again, getting involved a little bit of everything. It's on the offensive, defensive, and the physical side of this match in the 69th minute. And mentioned earlier about the size of the bench, the conditioning now is going to start to show as we approach the 70th minute. And still 20 minutes of soccer to play after that. Where can Jaslo generate any offense? Who's it going to come from? Haven't mentioned many of the likes of Augustine Chavez Jr., Alex Marquez up front, Urban, Peters. Just trying to find an answer is Jaslo. But here it comes from Zaplinski. Sends it in. Had a little English on it, headed out. Pleasure to be with you this afternoon. John Natali, National Soccer Network. YouTube, Roku is where you can find us. Always an absolute pleasure to explore new leagues, new teams. Just do a little bit of everything on the National Soccer Network. And again, if you like what you see, if you're a coach, if you're a fan, if you're a player watching, and know that you have access to a camera like Huddle Cam, VO cams, we also have our equipment that we can send you if you have a dedicated film person, and we can provide that too. But all different sorts of options, price friendly, and showcase your players, showcase your coaches, your clubs, your communities. That exposure, how much that means, especially in today's world. Social media bound, colleges looking for those reels. They want to see the best, but there's a lot that goes behind that. So go to nationalsoccernetwork.com, go to the contact, put in your information. Get a hold of Jonathan, Bianca, and the rest of the team there. They'll help you out. They'll give you the best solution on how to highlight and promote your club, team, franchise, whatever it may be. They do a great job. Good split of the defense there. Good through ball. Chicago trying to generate. Can he split the defense? No. Again, good stop back defense from that back line. And there's going to be a foul there. Pretty evident in the 72nd minute. 1-0 on a goal by Edgar Heredia in the 59th minute. Assisted from his buddy Osvaldo Ramirez. Still remains 1-0. A second goal for Green Bay would really, really put a lot of pressure on Chicago. But Chicago, can they find something to find the equalizer to tie this up at ones? As there's still 18 minutes of soccer left, but give it to that 15-minute mark where there's two opponents on the field for Jaslo. And that's not only the glory, but time as well. Go back to the story of this men's club. Back in their inaugural season, just 2 years ago, they earned that promotion to Division I, finished second in the league. And now that's why they're competing in the MPL or MWPL, whatever you like to call it. Midwest Premier League. And this team is only going to grow. Coach Gio Saris and what she's done, not just on the men's side, but the women's side back in 2019, the efforts, the sacrifices that are made, the gaining of sponsorships, which is growing every day, and winning does that. There's a true example on Netflix every week. Wrexham, look what they've accomplished since just putting time and effort and a little financial stability into a program. Look what they can do. Offside call. That's actually our first one of the match, surprisingly, in the 75th minute. First time the flag has gone up for an offside penalty call. Mentioned the assist by number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez. They call him Ozzy on the pitch. Former Mexico pro player. He's also the team captain. His brother also in the starting lineup. Today, Rodolfo Ramirez Jr. played professionally, police officer, but he's also the offensive coordinator for this team. So it's nice to see that. Nice to see that Coach Giosaris gives different designations to players, not just having to plan a pitch, but she does the same thing. Coach, entrepreneur, founder, player on the women's side. Utesh in goal, Hakan. He's also the goalkeeper coach. Ball sent into the box, headed away. Some space outside the 18, sent in to the body, but cleared out nicely from the Glory. That back line continues to impress in the 76th minute. Utesh, a former JUCO national champion, and has a master's degree while coaching youth soccer. Another starter, Kevin Sosa, number 10. He's outside the box, trying to find something. Flick with the back heel. That's Saplinski, but lost it. Now up front, on the turn. That was Ree, played it forward, and he put his head back because he knew he'd hit it way too heavy to get anything done, and it comes back to the far side for Chicago, 77th minute. Sosa played 2 years at the I2I International Soccer Academy in Newcastle, and now at UW Parkside, University of Wisconsin Parkside. Two brothers, actually two pairs of brothers out there. There's a shot that was deflected and lightly played forward, but still, Zaplinski comes away with it. Wants to take a shot. He does with his right off the backside. Still in space inside the box. A little nudge. Play on, says the ref. Not interested. So we counter the other way. And big collision, and we're going to have a foul. Right at the midline. The brothers, Timmy and Tommy Giosaris, Carrie's nephews, Elliot's cousins. And as I mentioned, Ozzie and Junior Ramirez. We've talked a lot about head coach Carey, and then Patrick Berter, who's a Green Bay native. I'm sure he's a Packers fan, but excellent youth and college player career. Played professionally with the Milwaukee Wave before transitioning into coaching. Coached at North Shore United. The tactical brains behind this team. Just a lot of good people. They get a lot of support. Talked about the community support as well. Already mentioned Jersey Mike's. There's an opportunity. Oh, good through ball. Inside the box and just missed. It wasn't much. In between, I believe that was number 2, Ethan Dietrich. Between him and his first goal this season, but just sent it wide. And it remains 1-0 as we approach the 81st minute. But we talked about the kit sponsors for the Glory, Renning Lewis and Lacey, Jersey Mike's, mentioned Western Racket. Also, Coach Carey's sister, Dr. Cindy Giosaris, Saris, I apologize. Down to Earth Landscaping, Carbon Corporation. Photos that you'll see after this match. Ball inside the box, shot on goal, and just far left of the far post. Again, another scoring opportunity for the Glory to try to make it 2-0. Couldn't do it. Ball inside the box, shot on goal, and just far left of the far post. Again, another scoring. Two quality shots or two quality opportunities in the last 2 minutes for the Glory, trying to put a cap on this one in the 81st minute. Just not able to do it. And that's number 3 who had that first shot. It was not Ethan Dietrich. It was Timothy Giosaris. So Aunt Carrie almost had a good conversation with her nephew, possibly after that one.
Here we go after substitutions for the Glory. Jersey by subs. It is number 19.
And that ball skips away again. Now here comes a counter from the Glory. 83rd minute. Coming up. Was just about to mention the photography that happens for this Green Bay Glory Club. Credit to Roxanne Knight Photography since day one back in 2019. You can call her the visual storyteller behind the lens of the Glory. In Spirit Therapy, the official medical partner of the Glory in 2025. And Cellcom, providing the tech support and connectivity for a smooth game day experience. Little miscommunication there in the box. Utesh had to make a business decision, got lucky, was able to fall on it with some pressure from Chicago in the 83rd minute. That may have been their best opportunity so far in this match. But Utesh missed a challenge. Now the ball ahead in space. Too heavy. Looking for Giosaris on that far side. Going to have a foul just inside the midline on the half of the Glory. They'll play it forward. 84th minute. Time really now becoming an issue for Jaslo. The referee wants to move it back just a tad. 85th minute. It's 15 teams in both Division I and Division II of the Midwest Conference. The Heartland Conference is which they call it. And out of those 15 teams, only 2 have actually played a match. and Chicago being one of them. End up on the losing end. The Division I compromises 7 teams, Division II of 8. On the counter with some pace. Played into the middle. Still working, tried to play in the box. With a shot with the right, but the flag goes up, offside. Our second of the match. '86th minute. It's been a fairly clean second half, just the one yellow issued. That was to the Glories, number 16, Edgar Heredia in the 66th minute. But Heredia did have the lone goal so far. 59th minute on an assist from Ozzy Ramirez, number 9. Ball sent deep into the box, headed away again. The back line continues to impress throughout these first 87 minutes of this match. Can they contain it for the final 3 or 4? NBA playoff basketball continues tonight. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the Indiana Pacers at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Cavs swept the Heat in round 1. Pacers 4-1 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Probably to the disappointment of many fans watching this one. And then Game 7 of the Warriors and Rockets later on this evening. See who decides to go on to the next round for that matchup to the Western Conference semis. Minnesota, Denver, and Oklahoma City have all punched their ticket, just waiting on the winner of Warriors and the Rockets later tonight on TNT. 88th minute. Chicago trying to find that equalizer. Ball ahead, good ball, but just over the head of the attacking forward, and Utesh was there. It was a good ball, just couldn't get enough air under his feet. And Jaslo is yet to capitalize. Ball into the box, still headed up at the feet, opportunity. And that ball just sailed wide of the post. So an opportunity there for CZARNI late in the 89th minute. Utesh got caught in no man's land. Defenders with their backs towards the goal. Didn't see it. Ball skipped away and just went right of the post. On the corner. Up top, and Utesh there to grab it. Good anticipation from the keeper, also keeper coach. But a good opportunity and a good service in from Jaslo as we approach the 90th minute, coming up on the end of regulation, 58 seconds to go. How much added time will there be? Can Jaslo find the equalizer? John Natale, such a pleasure to be with you this afternoon on this Midwest Premier League season opener for the Green Bay Glory at Lawrence University in Appleton, Wisconsin, their home pitch for the season. Ball out of bounds. That's going to be a foul. So you can see the sense of urgency on Chicago, but Green Bay in no hurry to get things moving. Ball comes in. And Jacinto has to play it to the far side. As we approach the end of regulation, how much added time will there be? Green Bay just trying to avoid a mistake. Chicago trying to make them force one. Will they be able to do it? That backline defense of Green Bay has been super stout throughout this entire match. But is there a hole somewhere? Is there a hole that you could shoot the size of a womp rat in the Death Star? Yes, it's May 4th, and I just brought the first reference into the match. Who's going to be the Luke Skywalker for Chicago if it can happen? This ball played into the middle, lots of bodies, headed away again, trying to settle. Can they turn? Ball into the box, and will we have a penalty right there? Or a foul? No, we will not. It's outside the box. McAneese took a hard fall. Ref wasn't interested. Play on the goal kick. This ball sent away. And we may hear the whistle soon. And in their season debut, the Green Bay Glory may come home with a 1-0 victory on their home turf. Cleared away again. Excellent defense. Can they send it in? Trying to body. Cleared away again. Right outside the box. Opportunity. And it rolls out of bounds. So this will be a goal kick. And no, it won't. Because that'll do it. So that'll do it here at Lawrence University. Your final score, the Green Bay Glory 1 and CZARNI JASLO Chicago 0. Green Bay sees their season record go to 1-0, while Chicago goes to 0-2. On behalf of our entire National Soccer Network crew, I'm John Natale. We want to thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to see all the best soccer from all levels all across the country. Once again, from Lawrence University in Appleton, Wisconsin. The final score, Green Bay Glory 1, CZARNI JASLO Chicago 0. We'll see you next time on the National Soccer Network. Have a great evening, everybody.